Hey y'all, Dan with Southern Fish and Forage here. So it's mid-May right now, and in my area, mulberries are ripening. And this is one of my favorite fruits to forage because when you find them, you can find a lot of them. I just pulled up behind some random shopping center and happened to find a tree that's absolutely covered in mulberries. There's another tree over here. This tree actually has pretty big mulberries on it. Hunter wants to eat some. His hands are already all purple. Is it good? We have native mulberries, which are the red mulberries, and we have non-native mulberries, which are the white mulberries. The white mulberries are very commonly found around developed areas on the side of the road, behind shopping centers, in disturbed areas, whereas the red mulberries are usually found in forest understories. The white mulberries are not native. They are actually native to China, and they are brought here for silk production and fruit production. They are the primary host for the silkworm. This is the invasive white mulberry. You can tell by the glossy leaves. The native red mulberry has a dull leaf, but these are all glossy. The trees often leave a big mess on sidewalks, roofs, cars. As you can see here, all the fruit drops and ends up staining the pavement. And the female plants produce the fruit, and they can produce an insane amount of fruit. As you can see, these trees are absolutely loaded. There's thousands of fruit on this one tree that's about 20 feet tall. There's thousands more over here on this tree. There's a tree over here. Goes all the way up there. This one doesn't have any ripe mulberries on it yet. The mulberries will go from a whitish color to a pinkish color, finally ripening to a black color that looks almost exactly like a blackberry. Unlike blackberries though, that grow on a thorny bush, these grow on trees. Here buddy, here's a good one. You gonna eat it? Birds love these berries, and that's their primary method of propagation. Birds will eat them and deposit the seeds elsewhere, and then you have trees like this that are growing. This tree is literally growing behind advanced auto parts. Like I said, I've never seen this tree before. I saw a couple other mulberries that were covered in mulberries, and I went to go turn around, and I just happened to find this tree right here. I mean, this thing has so many berries. So we're gonna go ahead and pick a bunch of them and see if we can make a pie or something with them. I've never tried to cook with them. I've only picked like a couple handfuls at a time. It is one of my favorite foraging berries because pretty much any time you find them, they're pretty sweet. Unlike a lot of times when you find blackberries, they won't be sweet, even if they're completely ripe. Hunter is absolutely loving these things. Look, Hunter, look, yummy. We're gonna go ahead and pick a few of these and try to make a pie out of them. Probably have to put the camera down while I pick them. I keep dropping them all. So the problem with mulberries is they have a very short shelf life. I mean, even as I'm picking them, I can tell that they're already starting to break open. Hunter's eaten about 100 of these things just since we've stopped. He seems to love them. Average size doesn't seem to be that big. There's a tree about 20 feet away that's got bigger mulberries on it. I'm gonna go pick from that one too. These things stain everything they touch. Even the leaves are stained. I'm trying to find some that aren't too squishy because the weight of the berries is gonna end up kind of crushing them all. Here's some nice ones. Here's the fish tacos from the redfish from last video. Then here's the mulberries we harvested today. We're gonna go ahead and wash out all the worms from them. When you pick them, they have the little stems on them, so we gotta peel them all off so that they're like that.
Put the 1 stick of melted butter in here. And then in this cup, measure out 1 cup of milk. Alright, 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of self-rising flour added to your 1 stick of melted butter, and 1 cup of milk.
Don't worry, realistically, most of this will be cut out. And nobody will see your face or anything, so don't worry about that.
And whisk. You take your pan that you greased earlier and then you just dump the mixture into it. Kind of want the consistency to be like pancake batter. You got your mulberries and you just sprinkle them up top. And then you put them in the oven for 55 minutes at 350.
Alright, here's the finished product.